right, good afternoon or good evening. It's Bob and Mike, the Sports Nuts with last minute betting. Not the sports mutts, the sports nuts.
Woo.
I don't know. You're a mutt, I guess. I'm a nut. Click the links below for the best sports books in your state. In the OddsJam Partner Program, get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. Live chat is available. Like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Fill out the form below to get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how to make $2,500 a month sports betting. Go to Mike's Calendly link and my Calendly link, or email us, mike@OddsJam.com, bob@OddsJam.com. The Calendly link is down there. TikTok, we need followers. OddsJam_nuts. The Discord link is below. And the prize pick links for $100 deposit match. You can't get any better than that, folks. OddsJam.com. That's right. How's that? Now, there you go, Bob. You did it.
You did it.
I was trying to time everything there, man. You know, that's not really easy to do all the time. Who you got here? We got Feck is in the house. Cheers, boys. Let's have another great night. Oh, absolutely. Already had a great day, Jordan. Already had the Cardinals -1.5. They won 3-1. And Mike, in our Dinger Tuesday, let's applaud Mike. He got the first pick in the first game, and he picked Paul Goldschmidt, which, by the way, Mike, one of the other players, the Pirates player that hit a home run.
Was he positive EV as well?
Also was a Pirate.
Yeah, well, you know, we only got one pick. So but that's okay. I probably wouldn't have taken him anyway. To be honest, I probably would have picked two Cardinal players. But hey, we got Goldie. That's a winner.
That's right. Absolutely. That's awesome. Chang is the one that homered. He was a positive EV play too. So when we're doing
and Goldschmidt was as well, I believe.
Yeah, though they both were.
Yeah, I think Goldschmidt. Yeah, so positive EV really came through with us. Guiding us for our Dinger Tuesday bets, at least so far, so good.
We need to tell people how to do this, okay? So I'm going to share my screen real quick so you can look and find those positive EV plays and play along with us. We're going to do this every Tuesday.
Doing good, C. Wally.
We're doing Dinger Tuesday every Tuesday, all right? So, and we're probably going to try to do it in the morning. So you click this little thing here, which is your settings, and you go here in your positive EV page and icon. Okay, thank you. And change that maximum positive EV odds to 1,500 and hit save. Real easy, okay? Then when you go to your positive EV page and refresh it, you're probably going to start seeing some positive EV. There they are right there. Giancarlo Stanton over 0.5 home runs.
Jazzism.
Yes. So there they are. Okay. That's all you have to do. You hit that. I always set this at 150.
Which, by the way, Bob, I want to point out, I've been pronouncing his name wrong.
It's Chisholm.
It's Chisholm, yeah. For some reason, that makes me think, you know, there are a lot of Lindholms in the NHL, you know.
I know. I understand. I let it go. I let it pass.
Oh, no, you should have corrected me. I mean, and hey, or you can let Jazz know. Get after him on Twitter and say, hey, this goofball on YouTube has been mispronouncing your name.
Get into it with chat.
Hey, by the way, he's a heck of a player, isn't he, Bob?
Yeah. Surprisingly, I didn't realize he was that good of a player.
Yeah, he's a good defensive player too.
Who's the other guy? Buxton, that with the 18 home runs that I had no idea. All right.
Oh, Byron Buxton's a stud.
Oh, I know. I really, really don't know a lot about him, but yeah, he's a badass.
He's a very good center fielder too.
Badass. All right, let's do what's happening. The only score that came through today was the Cardinals beating the Pirates 3-1. Home run by Goldschmidt, a 2-run homer. That was really the difference. And Chang hit a home run for the Pirates 3-1. They got game 2 coming up here in a little bit. So any Cardinal bets that we got, get on them. Matthew Liberatore pitched very well today, Mike, and he's now 2-1. This is the guy they traded Randy Arozarena for. So he's a left-hander, not looking bad. That is taking care of what's happening right now. Jordan's got, there were some talks about Jazz getting traded due to conflicts with team and his personality. Tailing some of your MLB bets, Mike. Happy the Cards game came through game 1, Bob. Yes.
Okay, awesome, Mike. See Wally.
You got some MLB bets you want to throw out right now?
Yeah, Bob, I do. I'm going with the Red Sox on the run line at -1.5. I like that bet. I actually like the over 8.5 in this Phillies Marlins game. I think that, hey, the Phillies have been playing pretty good ball lately. And there's one thing that Philadelphia does pretty well, I think, and that is they hit the ball. That's about their biggest strengths. And I assume that if the Phillies have a shot at winning this game, they'll have to score some runs. So I like the over in that game. I took the Blue Jays on the run line, -1.5. And then in the White Sox-Tigers game, I went with the over 8 runs. And I also went with the over in the Mets-Brewers game, over 8 runs. So that is what I have. Let me know what you guys think about these yes-run first inning bets. Look, I know Garrett Cole's on the mound for the Yankees, but the Yankees and the Rays are definitely 2 teams that score the most in the first inning. They're 2 of the higher scoring first inning teams. I think we roll with the yes-run first inning in that game, honestly. That's my opinion. Let me know. And then how about the Twins Mariners? Yes, run first inning? I think so. Kind of a lower scoring game last night. Both teams as well, known to be pretty solid first inning production. So I say we roll with those.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to throw a couple that are on the positive EV page. If I can ever get back to it, there it is right there. Let me refresh. Anytime you change your settings, you must come back and refresh. It's not a major ordeal, but it needs to be done. Okay. In the Phillies Marlins game, did you go? You had a yes, or you had nothing in that game?
Not on the first inning. I just have the over in the run over 8.5.
That is an NRFI according to the positive EV page. Okay, we're gonna just look at that real quick. An NRFI positive EV, and I believe, Mike, if I'm not mistaken, that's.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Neither one of these teams score a lot in the first inning anyway, so
right.
I think that's a good play. That's a real good play, actually.
Diamondbacks Reds is a YRFI. That's plus 130 on FanDuel. Almost all of these you're going to find on FanDuel, by the way.
Surprisingly, Bob, the Reds have been a team as bad as they are. They haven't been a team that is one of the higher scoring first inning teams. So
your Yankees Rays pick is plus 118 on FanDuel. We got the Nationals. That's also a YRFI, along with the Nationals Braves, which is minus 102 on FanDuel. And
love that one.
Brewers Mets is plus 110 on FanDuel. And Cardinals YRFI in the second game. Cardinals Pirates plus 116. Those are all YRFIs, folks.
Yeah, and so I think with the Cardinals Pirates having that doubleheader 3-1 game, right? That was kind of your typical grind out type of game. I think the second one is open for a higher scoring game, So I love the YRFI in that one. You talked about Washington, Atlanta. Obviously, Atlanta, no team's been hotter than them, but Washington, believe it or not, another team that does score often in the first inning. One of the higher scoring first inning teams. So I think I would like that. as well. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think you got some good bets there. And I love that parlay.
Let me throw this same game parlay up here, folks. Braves -1.5, over 8.5 total runs. It's an alternate. And Max Fried plus 5+ strikeouts. So if he hits 5, it's $10. It's on DraftKings. It is a risk-free bet. Up to $10. Bet $10 plus 300. Cash out for 40. Make $30 profit. Not a major thing, just a basic 3-leg parlay. Not a lot to it. All right. So Mike,
Bob, did you say you had Arizona, Cincinnati, a YRFI or an NRFI?
YRFI.
You know what? I like that. I don't remember if I replied on that. I love that bet now that I think about it, because both of these teams, as far as their opponents score a lot against them in the first inning. They're down at the bottom. So right. You would have to assume that two bad teams playing each other. I would like for a run to be scored there.
Okay, now real quick here, I want to go through our picks in Dinger Tuesday one more time. I think we need to keep this up to date. Mike had Goldschmidt, so he's already started off with that. He had Goldschmidt, Chisholm, Springer, Story, Gorman, Wisdom, Votto, and Betts. I had Swanson, Judge, Yelich, Abreu, Simeon, Cron, Longoria, and Winker. All right, I'm not repeating those. You can catch them on the replay of the Dinger Tuesday or the replay of this. Real Deal Prime is all ears. Yes.
That's right. What's up, Real Deal? Got Real Deal in the house. See Wally Jordan, which, by the way, Jordan, if you guys haven't seen the show from last night, go watch the replay. It was a good time. We had a blast.
Jordan did a very good job. We're very pleased with them. Did a great job. And he'll be on again.
We also keep in mind, Bob, we better let this know now. We will announce soon who it is, but we have a special guest coming on next week as well.
Yes. You will like this guest. Got a YouTube channel, does podcasts. Very, very good, and should be bringing some more viewers to us also, like Jordan did yesterday. Jordan, we appreciate your support of us. All right. I'm going to share my screen again real quick, Mike, and I want to go to the Positive EV page and show you the plays that I am talking about. There's that Phillies under 0.5. So that's an NRFI. And on these, I'm adding for just a half a unit right now. You got to get a feel for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really do. You can't just go blindly. And those of you that are using the Positive EV page, you just don't bet blind. And whatever you do, don't bet the KBO league unless you know just a little bit about it. Okay. Now, Mike, this Cincinnati, Arizona number has now turned to NRFI. It happens that quick. Those are the things you need to catch on to.
That's because I got everybody betting on what to really go with, man.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
We're beating the odds again, y'all. Beating the odds again so good that they're switching it up on us.
Mariners and Twins are now an NRFI, but the funny part about all that, Mike, you know what? I did that wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's a first half run line. There is your first inning total runs right there. That is stolen over. My mistake. Okay. I make them occasionally.
Man, I was about to say, boy, I didn't really. I didn't expect that people would just start hammering these bets that bad, to that point where it's just like.
You didn't know you had that kind of power?
No, I did not. But
okay. And these are YRFIs, Braves and Nats. That is, these are all on FanDuel, folks. Your best
that Braves Nats one. Are you sure that's a YRFI? Or are you doing first? Okay.
Yes, I did it right. Thank you. Yankees and Tampa Bay.
I got a baby.
You already hit that. You already said that. That's plus 118. These are all on FanDuel.
So let me ask you this. Positive EV is rolling with what I said earlier.
What? Yes. Yes, with what you said earlier.
Nice.
And then we got Mets and Brewers. I'm just going to hit all these right now because I feel pretty confident in them. And then the Cardinals and the Pirates in the second game. Once again, all of these are positive EV plays, all on FanDuel. There you go. And then I'm going to show my bet tracker real quick and show you where I'm at, which, like a dummy, I did not put my bets in. I had too much stuff going on yesterday. So these are all the bets that I just put in. Yeah, no, I did not add my bets from last night. My point spread bets that I made all the money on. Okay. So my profit could be looking really, really good today. So I just added all of these. As you can see here, I got the Cardinals on the run line. That's already won. It's already graded that bet. And then I've got the Phillies. I had that total runs over 8 earlier in the day. As you can see, I've doubled up on this run line there with the Phillies. And let's go to the dashboard, show you my profit, $15.78, $330 in total pending bets, 7.6% return on investment of my completed bets. And this is my percentage of placed bets that beat the closing line value. That needs to be over 50%, but it's been climbing. And as you can see here, this is my profit over time. Looks like I'm starting out this week in the hole, but it's not true because the bets I hit last night put me way up. I just didn't put them in my bet tracker. And then my bet by sportsbook, profit by sportsbook, BetMGM number 1. Basketball is taken over as my number 1 profit sport, Mike. And that'll
probably change soon with baseball going to be the main go-to for a while here, which, by the way, can you believe it? We have almost done an entire show and not said a word about hockey or basketball.
I know. We're getting around to that.
What's going on?
I know. It's crazy.
Times are changing. That's what's going on. We're getting ready to hit the summertime.
All right. Yes. Summertime. All right. So let's very quickly, let's talk about the game last night. You and I talked on the radio show, which, by the way, I'll try to get that link and put it in the chat here so you guys can go there and actually listen to our radio show. You can, it's on TuneIn Radio, or you could just you can go to your Alexa, say Alexa, play WJBD, or I can give you the link to their website for their live stream. Game last night, Boston, just not very good shooting. Jason Tatum missed 5 free throws. You can't do that in the clutch. Jaylen Brown was not very good. Neither was Smart. Neither was Horford. But
Smart gave you 20, so I really can't.
Steph was okay, but 0 for 9 for 3-point land. 132 games in a row, hitting a 3. And you know what? And I think that's in the playoffs too. They won without Steph contributing a ton of points. That bodes well for Golden State. What do you think?
Well, it does, but here's what I really think. I do not think that you can replicate that again in Boston, meaning if Steph has that type of game, no possible way Golden State wins in Boston. That's just my opinion. There's no way they get away with that. However, you have to give credit to Andrew Wiggins, who not only stepped up enormously last night, this goes back to game 4, where he had the 16 rebounds and was big time for them there. So Andrew Wiggins has done a tremendous job of being the second option for the Golden State Warriors. Now, remember, it wasn't very long ago we were talking about where are Golden State going to go besides Steph. Somebody's got to step up. We sat here and talked about all the guys that need to step up for Golden State because Boston had just smacked them. So now we're talking about the same thing, only with Boston. So I don't think there's any panic for Boston for Game 6. My first thought is that Boston is going to have some extra motivation losing back-to-back, not wanting to exit these NBA finals, going 1-2 at the Garden in these NBA finals. I think they want to force a Game 7 and see what can happen. Now, gets to a Game 7, we'll see. We'll get to that. But my initial thoughts right now is I think I'm leaning Boston in Game 6 because I don't think you're going to have the same poor shooting performance that you had in Boston. I think Jaylen Brown will have a much better game, and I think that all around they will be a lot more balanced scoring, and you will see a guy like Horford have somewhere between 17 and 20, Smart somewhere between 17 and 20, Tatum giving you 25 plus, Brown giving you 25 plus, one of them may be giving you 30 plus even. And I think that you will see Robert Williams get more 3-point opportunities, which is going to be key and crucial because right now he's maybe their best 3-point shooter. So I think you've got to give him more looks.
Okay. All right. Good analysis. Let's get away from that game. That is, what night is that now, Mike?
That is going to be Thursday night, Bobby.
All right. So before we get any further, Jordan Hurst Steph, that's amazing. Steph could miss his next 1,000 threes and still be a career 38% from deep. Wow. That is crazy. And Straight Mercury, give him the rock. I also put up here, folks, if you want to listen to us on the radio tonight, it's 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, and they're just like 10-minute segments. They play a little sports, a little rock and roll, a little sports, a little rock and roll. It's a rock and roll station in Southern Illinois called 97.5 The Rock, WDLJ. You can listen to us there also, kind of pumping that up. Randall's on the show too. We actually have a little betting segment with him. Mike's on there, and my older brother Charlie's on there too. So you will like that. All right, here we go. Grant Williams, not Robert. Ha ha ha. Thomas
Yeah.
That was very
yes.
That was very cunning of you, Thomas.
Yes. Good correction there. Good correction.
For Wiggins. All right. Very quickly.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Him shoot. That wouldn't probably be good. Giving him more 3-point opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we know we got
well. You got at least you knew who I meant. How do you get by having Williams on your team anyway? Holy cow!
We know we got the game tomorrow night between Tampa Bay and Colorado. I'm just going to say this right now: if Tampa Bay loses Game 1, it does not mean they're going to lose the series. Okay, so don't get all excited. First of all, that Vasilevsky is not going to give up 6 goals again.
Can I say something? I love Tampa Bay Game 1, and the reason why, you saw it Game 1 with the Blues, and you even saw it with Edmonton. In all honesty, I know Game 4 was probably Edmonton's best chance to win, but they were down 3-0 anyway. Let's be honest. Game 1 was more crucial because that was an opportunity to change the series completely, and they stormed back and got into that game. Colorado is prone to I think being beaten in Game 1, and I think Tampa Bay, who just suffered from the same situation Colorado is going to suffer from it, and that is the long layoff. I expect Tampa Bay to be a little bit more sharper and crisper, and I think Tampa Bay is going to have a great shot to win Game 1. I really do. I love Tampa Bay here.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm making a point. The point is, even if Tampa Bay loses Game 1, don't write them off.
I understand that.
But never write the Lightning off with this group of core players: Steven Stamkos, Victor Hedman, and Andrei Vasilevsky. Those 3 core players right there. Do not ever write them off. All right, let's get to our locks of the night. Mike, go for it.
Bob, I'm going to roll with I had a couple of them, but I decided that I'll go with the Red Sox on the run line -1.5. That is what I will go with for my lock.
All right, and I am going to go with. I'm going back to the well again. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the run line again.
Oh,
-1.5.
The second game?
Yes.
Wow.
Miles Michaelis is pitching, and I totally feel the Cardinals.
And I thought you were going to go with the Braves, honestly, when you said
I was thinking about it, but
that was your lock last night.
Oh, yeah, I know it was my lock last night. But no.
By the way, can I point one thing out? Bob's lock hit last night. My lock hit last night, and Jordan's lock hit last night.
Yes.
That is how you do it.
And on top of that, my parlay hit. And
yes,
everything was hitting last night.
Yeah, last night was a big night. And when I said I wouldn't be afraid to take the Warriors, -4 was my lock, and I wouldn't be scared to take them up to even 9.5, which I didn't. But hey, you see why, right?
Yeah, you see why. There you go, Jordan. That did it for us, didn't it, brother? We did it last night. Good job.
That was a big night. That was a cashing out night. Let's do it again tonight. And
let's do the best we can.
And Bob, what do we got for? We're gonna go live again. We don't have no halftime or periods.
We don't have any halftime. What time is it now? We'll probably go in about an hour and a half, somewhere around there. Hour and a half to 2 hours. Be looking for it. Check it out. All right. And believe it or not, I got a phone call that I got to get to here in a second. So thanks for joining us, guys. Love it when you guys are all here. We brought home some serious cash last night. And how about that Wiggins double-double? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good. Yes.
Rangers at least give me some for the end. Yeah, okay. All right. Give you some cash.
Hey, I made some money off the Rangers.
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Let's go. See ya. See you in a